And we will start with Ben Portnoy.
Landon, I know we've talked to you about kind of taking on that relief role and maybe that a longer relief role just today. What was kind of clicking for you, and how are you feeling? What was working for you?
Seeing Christian have success with his fastball in the upper part of the zone, I was taking note of that when I was in the bullpen, knowing that if I threw my fastballs up in the zone, that I could get some swings and misses. And it ended up working out that way. So that was my mindset coming in, work off the fastball and throw my off speed for strikes.
And you stepped into a real sticky situation there, and I guess that was the fifth inning. I guess just what was kind of your mindset there, and what did it feel like walking off the mound after that third strikeout?
Those are the situations you come to Mississippi State for. Those big time situations in front of all of our fans that traveled all the way out here. But after that third out, it was a pretty good feeling. I like to show a little bit of emotion every now and again when it's a good time to, but it was fun. It's really good to be back out here with all the boys and in front of our fans.
Next, we'll go to Tyler Horka.
Landon, I know you probably made a lot of people look silly in your high school career, but doing what you did today and facing 12 guys, striking 10 of them out, where does that rank in your all-time performances?
It would definitely have to be up there, especially because it's opening day, our first time out there since March 12th of last year. It's really just good to be out there and, for the whole team to have success today. It was just really fun.
Next, we'll go to Kendall Rogers.
Landon, as you're out there pitching against a lineup like that and you're just pumping fastball after fastball, like how does it make you feel when you really don't have to go to the well and go to the slider that often? You're just throwing that fastball past guys left and right.
It really gets me in a cruise mode, really. When I'm throwing my fastball like that, it gives me momentum. It gives, the rest of the team momentum. We're not staying out there long. And I know if my fastball is working, I don't have to really go to my off-speed pitches. So it really just puts me in cruise mode. And I think that really makes me a lot better too when I'm cruising like that.
Next, we'll go to Steve Robertson.
Lando, Logan Tanner has said before that you have arguably the best rising fastball that he's ever caught. So I'm going to give you an opportunity to talk about him. In that big inning there, he framed up a couple of pitches for you and got you some big strikes. What kind of job does he do for you?
I would put him up against really any catcher in the country. I love throwing to him and Luke, but he's a really special talent. A lot of people talk about his arm, but when he receives the ball, he gets strikes for you. It only helps you, and you're really comfortable throwing any pitch at any time, at any place when he's behind the plate. So it's an honor throwing to him, really.
We've got time for a couple more, and we'll start with Courtney Robb.
Landon, during all the extended time off, how much personal time did you spend just preparing yourself for this day today?
I think everybody on the team had this day set in stone when we were sent home at about mid-March last year. Every rep we do in the weight room, every ball we throw, every ball the hitters hit in the cage, they got this on their mind. So I think as a collection with the whole team, we've had this on our mind since we got sent home.
Next, we'll go to Steve Robertson.
It seemed like it was all fastballs in that big inning when you had to kind of get everybody out and you kind of went to more of the breaking stuff, later. What was kind of the thought process there about just throwing gas that inning?
I think the bases were loaded. I didn't really get myself in good counts to begin with. If I get ahead 0-2, 1-2, we might go to a slider here and there. But when in their previous at bats, they'd been proven to struggle with the fastball up in the zone a little bit. So I took that thought process into it. But I just felt good with my fastball, and I was confident with all of Coach Foxhall's pitch calling.
And last question for Landon will go to Joel Coleman.
Landon, we'll of course see how this season goes. But you coming out of the pen, I know you can start too. I don't know if this will be the case this weekend because you threw 50 something pitches today, but is there something that's pretty neat to you about the fact that you can come in and help this team, I guess, a couple of different times on a weekend out of the pen? Is there kind of a factor that you enjoy about that?
Yeah, being a position player my whole life until I got to college, sometimes you're pitching and, you only get to pitch once a week. But being coming out of the bullpen, you get to be a little bit more involved throughout the weekend and throughout the weeks. So that's a lot for me. I like to be out there and, doing all I can do to contribute to the win column.
Great. Thanks for the time, Landon.
Thank you.